Alright, so, real quickly before we start, please leave a like and subscribe on the channel. It does help a lot. And, in the comments, please comment what you think the name of the podcast should be, just for this first episode. Next episode, I promise we'll have a name for the podcast. But yeah, this episode, just try to, think of some names in the comments while you're listening. And, today we are talking about, Warzone versus Fortnite and Valorant. So, Mason, what are your thoughts about it?
I gotta be honest, dude, I have very few thoughts coming into this.
Alright. So, my biggest problem with Warzone is how the zones work. At the start of the game, half of the locations half the time aren't even in zone.
That's a solid point, dude. I think that sometimes, it does need to be updated in a way that half of the zone isn't the ocean.
Yeah.
One of my other biggest problems with Warzone is the zone.
Yeah.
It's meaningful. It's not really a problem. It's how Battle Royale should be, you know?
Yeah. Oh, there's a kid on me? Alright. But,
we are playing Warzone in the background,
yeah.
By the way.
But at the same time, there's in Valorant, I can't really have, really an opinion, because, I've never played it before, because there's a problem with it, of how it's just not good. It's only PC, you can only play it on PC, which is a giant problem. If you want a game, you gotta have it be able to be played on every device.
On console,
Yeah.
yes.
Because consoles where most of the people is what most people play on. So you gotta put it on console if you want more people to play on.
And from a guy who plays a lot of both of these games, probably too much.
Yeah.
I'm stuck at home in this quarantine.
Yeah.
It's just you gotta except other than the
someone has been here. Stay on the net.
That are tired of Fortnite, you gotta make it available on console. You just got it.
Yeah. But my biggest problem with Valorant also is that with Valorant, it gives me Overwatch vibes, except it's trying to follow in the footsteps of Overwatch, except it's 10 times worse than Overwatch.
Yes, I can't. I gotta be honest. I'm probably not the best guy to play talk about Overwatch or either of the games, because I have played Overwatch quite a bit. It was one of my favorite games of all time. But Valorant, I have never played.
Yeah, I've never played Valorant. I've played Overwatch a couple times, just know the theme of it. But
I'm moving.
Valorant is just way too complex for anyone. Most games also have a giant a giant player base of young kids. In this game, and Valorant is way too complex. I'm 11 years old, I'm 12 years old, and I still don't get a single way of how Valorant works. I don't get it at all. A big problem with Valorant is, I said, too complex, and also just no chance to be competitive. No competitive at all. And a big thing with games is games need competitive in it if they want more players to play it, because most gamers that promote games want to play tournaments. That's how you saw Fortnite rise up in the summer skirmish. It rose up, in the summer skirmish, because it showed that this game had competitive potential.
Sit tight, mate. You'll be out there soon enough.
Well, I don't know a lot about esports. Overwatch is esports, right?
It's kind of esports sometimes.
I know it wasn't.
Time for a bit of RG.
It's not huge on esports.
Get yourself sorted. You're up next. Your teammates done in. They're returning to base. Your team is KIA. It's up to you now. Win here and you return to the front line. You lose, the fight is over. Sort them out or capture the objective.
And I also think that
Nothing there. We're bringing you home.
because their ability to because it's really playable. Don't you like?
Yeah, really playable.
You disagree with me? You know?
Yeah.
You're really able to get in there. Like you've got all of these controls. You know? Like.
Yeah.
And also it's real. I'm not gonna English because I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that it's just so real. Like, you know, and I think that's what scares a lot of people away from it. But you know, you can sit in there and you're just, you know, you're sitting there and suddenly this guy, suddenly a guy shows up and you know if he gets the jump on you, you die. It's not like Fortnite or even probably Valorant where, you know, if somebody shoots you first, there's about 100,000 things you can do.
Yeah.
Dude, save yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and I personally know that this, because, you know...
Get yourself a proper warm-up. We'll be deploying soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Realisticity? I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
you're done warming up. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
Yeah. But like that's the thing. Like that's why most people hate it and most people love it. Like Warzone. Like in Valorant, you can just there's like multiple different kinds of gas grenades and teleportation in Valorant, and in Fortnite you can literally build and like launch pad away from it. But in Valorant, the best thing you can do to try to like get away from a fight is like hide behind like a wall or a door.
For your team. You'll lead them in.
Yeah, like.
Be advised, gas is closing in.
Yeah.
That's our target.
Extremely large.
Your primary objective is to kill them all.
That's one of the greatest things that they have with Fortnite.
Yeah, so Fortnite has no mobility, and when it comes to the, like, if you look at Fortnite, literally launch pads and helicopters and boats. This game, you got helicopters, multiple different kinds of cars, and you literally never run out of mobility. And then Valorant's not a game that you need mobility.
Yeah, free to play with parachutes, you know, there's just always a way to get to the next spot.
Yeah. So, right now, it might sound like we're kind of like hating on Valorant, but that's because we are. Like,
okay, Valorant's a good game.
it's a good game, very well thought out.
It's a good game. It's well thought out. It's made to be really interesting. Like, nobody will stop playing after a game said it's boring.
Yeah.
You know, but I think that that is also one of the things. Like, I know very little about this game, by the way.
Yeah.
Like just the stuff that I found on Google in the last half hour.
Yeah.
So it's I'm excited and sorry guys, background noises. But anyways, I think Valorant's a good game. I'm excited for it, and I really think that it's gonna shock the gaming community.
Yeah, definitely. Cause like the only people that have it are like actual like pro gamers that like are like have like deals like with like the game and like are promoting it. Like cause it's like early access beta. Once this game comes out, I guarantee it'll be bigger than pretty much any other game for at least a week, guaranteed.
You think?
They prepared for this release for so long. Like the amount how long they've been hyping out this game for, it's gonna blow people away. Actually, it might not be bigger than all games for a week, but it's going to be like the most talked about game for a week. Like every YouTuber's gonna be playing it.
For sure, dude.
Every YouTuber's gonna be promoting it. Like yeah, they did really well. But like that's the same thing with Warzone. They prepared it like pretty much as good, possibly better than they prepared the release.
Yeah.
Like with Fortnite, it wasn't hyped up at all. Literally, no one heard about it. No one heard about it until the YouTube storm, pretty much.
You guys, I still don't remember the first time I heard about Fortnite. I think it was actually with Mike, and I pretended I knew what it was.
Oh, well, do you want to know something? The first time I was talking about it, I was talking about to you, and I was pretending I knew what it was also. I watched like one YouTube video, and like after that one YouTube video, I was like, this game's cool, and like I didn't hear about this game till maybe season 3. And like when people say they're OG, I'm like, yeah, I'm OG. And then in my head, I'm like, I started playing in season 3, but I played maybe like 2 matches in season 3.
I remember my first ever match in Fortnite. I was much younger than I am. And
Closing in.
And so we were just running around, like, we had no idea what was happening. First weapon I ever picked up. Can you guess what it was? Fortnite season 3.
Pistol or an SMG.
It was a Grey Burst.
Grey Burst. The OG Grey Burst were literally the worst thing in Fortnite ever.
Oh, they were useless, dude.
Literally the most useless thing in the game. But like, if you think about it, the reason why Fortnite was so good is because probably from season 3 to season 6, there were no controversy on it. Everyone loved it. Literally, you would never hear of anyone hating on it. Like, no one would be complaining about it. But nowadays, like, it's like, aim assist is overpowered. Fortnite's not giving out enough money to people that win FNCS and, like, World Cup and that stuff. Like, and, like, that's partially the game developer's fault at the same time. Like, sure, aim assist is needed for console players, but it's not as needed as how overpowered they make it.
That's a solid one right there. I just spent 10 minutes on that aim assist. And how much it's helped me get the win.
Yeah, aim assist is very, very, very helpful for us controller players, because I am a controller player, and but at the same time, it's a little too helpful.
Yeah. Like, I can't be hating on it, because it's the only reason I have as many wins as I do.
Yeah,
I don't
same.
have a lot of wins.
I
If
did.
I see my win count, you get everybody in the chat. I can just tell is gonna be like, that's no wins.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. Like, on Fortnite, I did this challenge. It never got posted on my YouTube video because of how bad with this. I did the no aim assist challenge. I turned off aim assist completely, and I didn't even make it to top 50 once. Like, the first fight, you literally lose the first fight that you get in.
I see movement.
Somehow, for some reason, I want to try that challenge.
I tried it, and I literally couldn't do a thing.
I shouldn't want to try that challenge because it sounds impossible, but I do.
Yeah.
I see movement.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Oh yeah, and can we talk about like the hacks for each game?
The what?
Like the hacks that you can literally install.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think that Call of Duty has done a much better job than either of them at preventing, aimbot or whatever to be placed in game.
I mean, recently Fortnite's been really bad, but like when Fortnite, did you hear about really bad on Fortnite's part, but at the same time it's really good. These Fortnite sued a 14-year-old for selling games for like $13 million, and they won the case. And like at the same time, it's like, good job, you're like preventing aimbot, but at the same time, you just sued a 14-year-old. Like,
well, like, you know, we gotta think about that. You know.
Yeah.
That it's dangerous.
Yeah.
One guy can do it. You know?
Yeah. Operation, good call, but like the community saw it a way different way than what Epic Games planned on people seeing it as. Yeah. That's like, all right, and then. Yeah, glitch, like next update, they fix it, like the update after the glitch. We can't really do much now, but
I'll ride for cover.
but at the same time, a little Alright. Now, another big problem.
I'm driving. Oniba.
Wait,
I'll ride for cover.
they're just Fortnite literally just yeah. That's because Call of Duty has a storyline. Like, they've got multiple games, and they're releasing these characters from the other games, which is very, like, a very good idea from them, but, like, it's taking people's money when they could just play a game that...
I'll drive.
The fact Call of Duty can release this, you know?
Yeah.
Because like they're
Yeah.
Just inbound. Supply box ready for pickup.
Yeah. True.
Okay, we're inside. Scan for movement.
Next objective located.
Look at everything. Take pretty south. Like they just keep making reasons over and over.
An argument could be made that they're trying to win the community from other games like Fortnite or Valorant.
Yeah.
And that's just something you gotta
Next objective located.
And
can't blame them for that. You just can't.
yeah. And another thing with Fortnite, did you hear about the and did you hear about the recent news? Like, I pay attention a lot to the Fortnite news and that stuff. They're asking for $1 billion loan from anyone that can give them a loan. Like, Fortnite is a $1 billion company, and they're asking for $1 billion loan. Like, what are they planning on like doing with that? What do they need $1 billion loan for? Like, no one knows the answer to it. Other than, of course, Dawn buys it, obviously. But still, like, what do they need $1 billion loan for?
You know what I think? I think they're gonna do like one. I think they're
Body
gonna do
armor.
something pretty big to win
They're-
the public from all of these.
Either
Body
they're
armor.
either they're getting that new engine that they were talking about for like the longest time, or they're Mason, you have no plates. They're either releasing that new engine, or they're making a new game that they need lots of money for. And if that's true, then like I'm excited. If there's a new game,
If you're gonna make a $1 billion game,
then I'm excited. If they are. Valorant.
alright, yeah, let's give some attention to Valorant.
Yeah. Valorant has done a really good job with their like graphics and that stuff.
Gas is moving.
Like I've been
Located.
Can we talk about the ads that have already been released?
Oh yeah.
Spamming my YouTube.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Like YouTubers I've seen like YouTubers videos in this game, like their teleportation mechanics, and they're like out of nowhere, like these like giant like black bubbles pop up, and like they're like giant like gas shields that you can like throw down, and they look like so good. Like they don't look real obviously, but they look like they've spent they look like they've spent a lot of time doing this, and that's what I like. Like it looks like they spent like hours upon hours for every single different like graphic and physic, which is extremely good on their part.
It's amazing. And,
Yeah.
Who's producing this game? I can't remember.
I do not know what game company it is.
I know it's not Epic. I'm not even gonna say that.
Yeah, if it was Epic, then I guarantee most people wouldn't be giving it as good of like playing it. Because Epic Games has just screwed over the community way too many times that people aren't willing to give it a chance.
Objective located.
Actually, no, that sounds bad. Never mind.
Closing in.
I believe that Epic Games in their promise, that identity promise of them where they're like,
Yeah.
Run! Get to the zone!
But yeah, pretty much, it's like, but at the same time, they've screwed over the community too many times for us to be able to trust them at this point. Like, that's how I kind of feel about it.
All supply boxes located.
You might not feel the same, but like,
Gun and LMG.
I can just tell from all of the ads and whatnot, it's gonna be a good game.
yeah, Valorant's gonna be good.
No question there. But what we are questioning, and this is one of my big questions, what is the
In-game yeah, that's a good question. Because when
it's gonna be like, is it gonna be like big skin based or like?
yeah, because like
When are you gonna sit there and be like, alright, if you give us $20, we'll give you 3 Valorant coins, and you're like, you need 10 of them to buy one thing. By the way, like, is it gonna be like one of the games that seriously screws you over? Or
based on what it looks like it's gonna be like an epic. Looks like it's gonna be an Apex Legends mixed with like an Overwatch. Like it looks like you're probably gonna have to like buy skins that have like different abilities. Yeah, cause like in Apex Legends, I know we're not supposed to be talking about Apex Legends, but I'm just bringing up this point. In Apex Legends, you buy the battle pass, and the people in the battle pass have different special abilities that like make it easier to kill people.
Yeah,
So that's my biggest problem with Apex Legends. Like we're not talking about Apex Legends, but Apex Legends, you have to pay. You have to literally pay just to get stuff that you want. Like
Marking new safe zone.
you have to pay. It's literally pay to win. And if Valorant's anything like that, that's going to be a giant hit to their community.
like, people could easily make arguments that, it's,
Yeah.
That is, that's a way to make money. And some games, they need to make money.
Yeah.
But I feel like
Yeah.
Closing in.
They can heal your teammates. but like it hardly even heals you. Like, see, that's why everyone, when it first came out, everyone was like, loved Apex Legends, but the entire time I was like, you realize that this game is just 100% pay to win. And that's why I was scared that I was like thinking like, oh, if this overtakes Fortnite, it's gonna be the biggest mistake ever. Cause like, at the time, everyone thought it was gonna take over Fortnite, and I was just looking at this like, this game is like literally 100% pay to win.
For sure.
And cause like, if you look at Valorant has it basically, well, like there's multiple different skins with different abilities, and if they want to make money, they're obviously gonna sell skins. So if those skins have like different abilities that you can't get with other skins, like that are free, then like it's a total scam, just like Apex Legends.
Like, dude, if you want to make a couple of skins,
then like you can do that, but like,
then you can do that.
but like a full battle pass, the skins that make you better at the game, like that doesn't seem like something that you want to do.
Tactical.
Because you could be the best player ever in that game and not buy a single skin, and then some person that used pay-to-win tactics to get better skins out of nowhere just rocks up and destroys you because he has a special ability that no one else can get.
Fueling up now. Get this done. Sharpish. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Like, you could be the greatest player in the world, and just randomly, some guy with super speed rolls up and
Enemy UAV over.
Yeah, actually.
Friendly loadout on the way. Contract complete. All supply boxes located.
But yeah. How do you feel about Warzone? Like, how do you think like the future of Warzone is gonna be like? Like, what do you think about the future Warzone?
I think, like you said, they gotta go competitive.
Yeah.
Mark
System deployed.
And then future of Fortnite, it's probably gonna be gone. Hate to break it to you. Like, I don't want Fortnite to be gone in the next year, but like, it's 99% sure it's gonna happen. Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of sucks, but like, it's true. Like, that's gonna happen.
You just gotta be with it, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't true, I really do, but
It's gonna happen.
you know, I'm probably still gonna continue to play it.
Yeah, same.
Fortnite was a really good game, really well made, and it got its reward for that. It wasn't a game that was.
No, but when you think about this, this actually might be amazing for Fortnite. And you see, if they die, that could actually be for them. They die in it, and now it's just casual players that don't care about sweating. And then it'll literally be fun again once all the sweats leave, and then eventually it'll regain our popularity. So it's probably, if what I say happens, for about the next 10 years, this could be like Minecraft, where it lasts 10 years, and just every once in a while it just peaks in popularity, then it just dies.
It's a good game, but it's not a good one.
Minecraft was everyone's childhood, pretty much.
Icon.
Yeah. Yeah, I just...
And as we're sitting here playing Call of Duty, talking about all of this, like, I honestly can't pick a favorite. I think
Yeah.
they all, that's the thing, is that they're all so different and yet so same.
Yeah.
That, you know, they're not the same game.
Yeah.
It's hard to compare them.
Yeah, it's very hard to compare, like, which one's gonna come out on top and that stuff. Like...
Fortnite has spike traps and laser traps. Call of Duty has claymores, by the way, and heart sensors, you know, and Valorant
Yeah.
has. I don't even know what Valorant has.
Yeah, I don't really know much about Valorant. I just know that it's definitely going to be competitor with like in a couple months.
Yeah, so someone who's new to Call of Duty still hasn't played Valorant and is completely loyal to Fortnite. I really don't have a favorite,
Yeah,
you know?
I don't really have a favorite either. But what I would like to say, what was really smart about Fortnite, and a lot of people, so you know how like when you go into Fortnite, it's early access, right?
Yes.
Well, you want to know something why it's still in early access?
You're going to the war zone.
Because if you go into the PlayStation and Xbox store, if you want an update, it'll take usually about 6 months to roll out an update, but if you're in early access, you can release the update right away, whenever you want it. So Fortnite says they're in early access, that way they can release updates whenever they want and not have to wait multiple months. Like, that's why Minecraft barely ever gets an update, because they have to wait a long time to roll out an update.
Battle Royale.
Yes,
Alright, soldier, mark a drop point for your team.
they say,
You've got gas closing in fast.
which means
Get to the
they
safe
can do
zone.
whatever they want with it, get what they want.
Yeah, that's something we didn't even bring up. Can I believe
Oh yes, that got me real mad when they like rolled out and just said that it's not going to be coming out for free. But literally, I would actually have that would have made people happy if they would have done it for free. Like everyone thought, like, oh, for Halloween we like you getting it for free. They didn't get it for free, and they're like, maybe for Christmas we'll get it free, and then they didn't get it for Christmas. And then last Halloween, 2019 Halloween, people were like, you might be getting it for Halloween. Never got it. 2019 Christmas, almost 2020. Well, no one got it for free. Like, please explain. They just did sales. They never made it free.
I think they did it for a reason. That's sales.
Yeah.
Idiotic sales, and it's a good way to lose everybody who plays your game, but
No, but that's the thing. Like, sure, like, it made most of the community mad, but the Save the World community would have been even madder if it did come out for free. Because the Save the World community paid lots of money for that game. They paid like $50 for to
what
get
is
it.
it now? It's gone down a little bit recently.
Find the
Like
shotgun.
$40 or something?
Yeah, it's like $40, but like originally when they were just gonna release it for free, it was like $50 at the time.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, it's fine.
If they cared about their community, I think they would release it for quarantine.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying they care about it, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it says the guys who do, like,
Yeah. Like they didn't have to do the World Cup. Like with the World Cup, they could have easily done like $1 million for the first place winner and would have been happy. But no, they gave $3 million to winner, and then second place got like $2 million, and then third got $1.5 million. Like they went all out for the World Cup. Like they didn't slack.
a lot of money for their community.
Yeah, like they bought out an entire stadium. Then they gave millions upon. I'm pretty sure, wasn't it something like it was a $20 million prize pool. They gave away $20 million to player in total. $20 million.
They're asking for $1 million loan, just by the way. I just needed to sprinkle that in.
And that's the thing. They made a $20 loan, but like that's the thing. They gave away $20 million, but that's not all they did. They also paid for people's plane rides. Paid for, and they bought out an entire stadium for people to come watch. Like they could have easily just had the players there, but no, they bought out an entire stadium. That way people could watch it like in real life.
And they are.
Assault rifle here.
Like,
Yeah.
I truly respect them.
Yes, I do too.
Objective updated. Secure that position.
I think that they so like we can't go around talking about how they're not, and I think I'm kind of rolling around here, so I don't want your viewers to be listening to me ramble for 40 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But they did a really good job, like, keeping their community on, but they need to, I'm not saying they have to,
Yeah.
That's something for them to decide. They make serious money on it.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. They gave away $20 million, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, they're so amazing. But if you think about it, they probably make that $20 million in a couple months. Because it's not like they give away, like, what they make in a year. Just for, like, people. Like, they want to make money. And, like, at the same time, they bought out an entire stadium for people to watch it, but people still had to pay to get into that stadium.
You know, they're good, but they still have to make money. And I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't blame them at all for that.
You know, maybe some people blame them for that, but...
Yeah.
Does anyone need this?
You know, also, I don't want to hate on it, but I do want to talk about it for a minute. It's not like, it's literally the smallest thing. Whenever you mark anything,
Does anyone need this?
In which game? Which game?
Found an LMG.
Oh yeah, Call of Duty.
it comes out, it's like, you know, you mark a gold LMG or whatever in Call of Duty. Here. You know, and it's,
We're in the safe
it's like,
zone.
I'm not gonna hate on it.
Watch
I'm
for
just
enemy.
going to acknowledge it. Like, they couldn't be like M91 here. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Here. Something, please correct my sayings. Yeah. In the comments or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, that's kind of all I have to say right now.
Yeah.
Just had to do a little bit of screaming.
Yeah.
Moving here.
But yeah,
What are you thinking about for the future of... I know we were talking about the future of Fortnite. The future of Warzone. What do you think about it?
I don't know. Like I said, we have already talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
They need to be competitive.
Yeah. Need to go competitive, like...
It's just the way they get.
Located a supply box. Secure that position.
It's
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, we want them to go competitive because we would win, but we want them to go competitive because they would win.
Yeah. And, like, there has been a tournament for Warzone, but that was made by the community, not the actual game developers.
Yeah.
Fixed objective located.
Like, there was, like a community, like, it was, like, a small prize pool, but there was, like, a community thing. Like, that shows that like, the only tournaments that are, like, being brought on in Warzone are made by the community. And, like, you don't want all the tournaments being community, because people could get scammed.
They can sit there and want it to be private, whatever. When it's by the community, it's scammed.
People could get scammed. Like, the only one that's ever happened so far, no one got scammed, but it could easily be scammed. Like, people could easily just be like, oh, pay $5 to win. Winner gets $2,000 and all the money of how many people, like, paid to get in. Like, you get all that money, and you get like a $2,000, and then a whole bunch of people would put in $5, and they would never announce a winner, and people would have just got scammed.
Yeah, like, it's so easy, and, like, I can't say I agree with them, but it would be a solid way to make it
For money, like,
got off a lot of money.
yeah.
I don't know why I use that term, I just...
It's fine. Yeah, like, it's scummy, but, like, you can do it if you wanted to, which is kind of messed up, but at the same time, that's a good way to make money.
Mm-hmm. And so, they just need to be organized by the actual company.
Yeah. But, like, at the same time, I guarantee, this has a lot of competitive potential.
Except,
Yeah, same. Everyone is competitive. Yeah, that's how most new games are gonna be. It's like people. When was the first Call of Duty out? Probably like somewhere in like the late 1900s, like around that area probably. Are you sure? World at War was like.
Survive and you can redeploy.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah, it was like 1997 or 9 or 8. Yeah. It was just World at War. It was just called World at War, and it was Call of Duty World at War. So this game has been online for a long time. So like the game like just came out, Warzone just came out, but some people have spent some 20-year-olds have been playing this game since they were a kid. Like of course they're gonna be sweating because they know this game like in and out.
But if you lose, you're done. Sort them out or capture the objective. We're bringing you home.
Oh yeah, gulags, yeah.
Your team can still
Gulags. I love it. It's literally the best idea like any game has came up with. Like the gulag is extremely smart, and like I respect it for that. And like if this was any other game, the gulag would be terrible if it was any other game. But like it fits into this game so well. Yeah, Fortnite has reboot bans, and then Valorant is you just spectate, like, cause it's like only like 5 people and like team in Valorant. But like Call of Duty, it can, yeah.
But anyways,
but Call of Duty, like, you can buy people back and have a gulag where you have another chance of getting out. Where in most games that wouldn't be respected. Like most games, people would not like that. Yeah, most video games, most people would be hating for that.
yeah, like they can't. This game has such a split because it's like, and I don't mean that.
Yeah.
It just has a certain fit to it because it's that game.
Yeah.
And I was talking to my dad actually it's like Call of Duty is it's the name for like violent games, but I don't think it should.
Yeah.
You know?
Like people, when you think of like a graphic video game, first thing you think of Call of Duty. And yes, it's graphic, and that's why most parents think like kids shouldn't be playing it. But at the same time, I could probably name 5 other games that would be that would be way worse than Call of Duty. But if I said that, I might get demonetized by the names of the games. Like,
You mean suit or whatever?
yeah, like
Have some target practice while you can.
I'm just gonna say this one, GTA 5. Literally no bad graphics, but like the meaning of the game, just like the way you play the game makes it way worse than Call of Duty any time of the day. But like, I have some friends that like their parents wouldn't let. Yeah. Yeah.
But like,
Terrorizing people.
no reason whatsoever. Like, it's that freedom that ruins and makes everything.
Like some of my friends' parents, they won't let them have Call of Duty, but they let them have GTA, and I'm just like, yeah, like you let your kid have GTA, but you don't let them have Call of Duty, and I'm just like I hear like I asked my friend, they're like, oh, you said you were gonna get a new game, and like you wanted it to be Call of Duty, and like my friend would be like, yeah, I asked for Call of Duty, but they were like, no, give us your second idea, and I told them GTA, so I got GTA instead, and I was like, that's like, yeah, you were killing Minecraft pigs, that was the next violent thing before it, pretty much.
Battle Royale. Mark a drop point for your team. You'll lead it.
Yeah.
You've got gas closing in fast. Get to the safe zone.
Yeah. Yeah. And like with me, my parents never wanted me to have Call of Duty. Just like I got Advanced Warfare. Like I'm pretty sure one of my cousins, my cousins lived at our house for about for about like 6 months, and one of them left the disc of Advanced Warfare at our house, and I started playing it, and I fell in love with the game instantly. And I told my parents if I could have more of these games, and they were looking at it, and they're like, you should not be playing these games. But eventually I was able to convince them since I already had played one. Yeah. Yeah. Shovels are like very, very gory. Like, if your parents are watching you play Call of Duty, never use a shovel. Just a recommendation. But yeah, like. Yeah. Yeah, some parents are more lenient and let their kids play those kind of games, and I respect it fully. It's their parents' option. But at the same time, if you're gonna let your kid have GTA and not Warzone, like, what are you thinking in your head?
Like, what?
All right, lads, let's get it done.
I keep wanting to bring up like some of the sexual things that are in the other one that aren't in here.
Yeah.
And yet everybody's okay with that. And
Yeah.
nobody's okay with a little bit of blood.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm not saying that Warzone thing. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but that's a good thing. Like, you was smart by GTA, because GTA and all the ads, they don't show a single one of those things that like they don't say a single thing that's like in the littlest bit may confuse parents. Like, they just make it look like there's like animated looking characters like that are like doing stuff around like the streets. Yeah, and then out of nowhere, every parent will be letting them, because in the ads it doesn't show anything like. Alright, I'm gonna say this, might get bad for it, but like.
By the way, GTA 5, the diamond heist. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you actually? You call it's a okay? It is a diamond heist. But the only way you can literally go through that, you're not stealing. It's not a heist. It is a massacre.
Yeah.
And it's just that false advertising that Call of Duty doesn't do. You know, like, no one in their right mind is gonna put a guy getting sniped in the face and it, like, you know, exploding with blood in there.
Objective updated. Secure that position.
There's still more honest than their parents. It's the parents of, like, the people who play the game, you know?
Yeah.
They show that there's blood. They show that there's violence.
In GTA, in none of the ads, I might get in trouble for saying this, like I might get a strike on YouTube, but I'm gonna say it. They don't put clubs in their ads, like on GTA. They don't put clubs in their ads when there's 100% clubs inside of the game. Yeah. I had to say it. I just had to say it because it was like a real point.
Yeah, we can't, you know, we may get a strike on YouTube and it'll probably be my phone, but, like, you can't go talking about, how did we get from Valorant, Fortnite, and...
We were talking about, like, parents not letting people play Warzone.
Yeah, but because, like, you can't go in there and,
Losing the round.
in GTA 4, which is available on Xbox One, now, it is advertised as mild sexual content. Can we just talk about that for 30 seconds?
Yeah, like, it's not mild at all. Like, I've never played the game personally. I've never played the game before, but I've seen people play it. Like,
I have a friend who's younger than I am, and I'm just saying by himself. Not like
Contract complete. Recon intel secured.
so, and he says like, he goes, I asked my mom and dad for Warzone the other day, and they said yes, and then I asked them
Run!
for,
Get to the zone!
and then I asked them for GTA, and they said no, but I got GTA in. First of all, I would just like to congratulate that kid because, you know, he did something that no other child can. I'm kidding. But, like, that's the thing is that, like, I'm not asking, for any of that, but what I'm asking for is for parents to actually be aware of their kids' gaming lives, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like,
I can fly it.
I don't know, he plans. And he goes, and I do very well, right?
Yeah. Yo, can you get me live? Alright. Like, actually, like, why? Just why do they have to do it? Like, it just kind of upsets me. And just real quick, to wrap up the podcast, so in my opinion, I'm not trying to put hate on any game. We're just talking about like what we feel, like our opinions. Not trying to put hate on any game.